Welcome to the Path of Least Resistance, episode 5.4. This time we're going to do the August monthly challenges from 31 to 40. For this first one, we're going to use Vayne. I think it'll be fine. I don't know. Find out. Tahm Kench probably would have been an okay pick here since it has round start, deal damage to units. Yeah. We'll take this because it has mana. Also, Elusive Diana is probably fine. This will turn all my tumbles into final sparks, and that sounds pretty good. We won't really get cost reduction on them though. We can take... I start a free attack here because we have Death's Foil. I think the only thing we're worried about... I don't know if we're worried about anything. This should be fine. We can juggle the equipment to heal using tumble, so that'll be pretty good.
Monsters still lurk in Demasia's every shadow.
I don't change fate, and I can see it.
So with Vayne, you want to do an attack. I don't know why my game is lagging. And then you want to tumble for a scout attack. I really don't know why the game's like. And then you can do a third attack. We'll remove all the blockers first.
Purified both. Every last monster will be purged.
And here we'll do the same thing. We'll tumble a new equipment on. As you can see, you can use it as healing. If he had blocked, we would have had the scout, another rally token from the scout, and just attacked again. That worked out really well. Challenge 32, we are using Elise. Elise is very strong. Curious how much stronger she's going to be when she gets her constellations. Sure, starting with an Elise is great.
Every tapestry begins with a single stitch.
Since we're starting with an Elise in hand, no matter what, keep a Spiderling. More Spiderlings, the better. I don't think Taliyah has anything that does a stun. Oh, I did not update her. Her relic, she's Spirit Forge consumable. That's fine. Normally that would be Dream of Yordles. And it would have been significantly more damage.
Some of us are only human.
Elusive sounds good. Remove your highest cost card.
Your will, my hand.
So the thing about Elise is it doesn't matter that she gets recalled to hand or to the deck because your spiderlings will get the advantage. Every time one of your units dies, you create another spiderling.
There's nothing to fear.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Yeah, I guess it's the first time around a unit dies, you create another spiderling. And they all get the benefits of her keyword. So she gets to overrun the opponent very fast.
The bite. Not all mean well.
So my rule is to never block Lee Sin, but here I don't mind if Spiderling dies because Elise's power will just create a new Spiderling.
Only I can endure the dragon's fury. Yeah!
Lee Sin does have stuns and recalls in his deck, so you want to just be aware of that when you're choosing how to attack. Unfortunately, he wasn't a 3-star, so we didn't get to get the advantage of that. I'm going to switch it to Dreams. I don't forget to do that later. So next we're going into Azir Draven. Azir is scarier than Draven. I think I didn't notice Frenzied Fighting here. Frenzied Fighting plus Rockfall Path is actually kind of dangerous, and I'm going to throw Yasuo at it, but he doesn't really grow, so we're going to be looking for some way to deal with that. Should be fine. Take this. We have the option to play like infinity of these in the later round if we get there. This power is really good, or this landmark's really good for growing your Yasuo. Let's check through here to see if there's something we want more instead. Steel Tempest trying to champion kind of gives you infinite Steel Tempest. It also comes with draw a card. You might deck yourself out that way, so that's something to consider. We're gonna play Fae Blade Twirler, and giving it plus mana seems really good. Okay, I'm gonna take the Windswept Hillock, and then also this Will of Ionia. Cost reduction. So Azir is pretty scary Once he has like 6 mana, I think he can fill his board and give everything overwhelm, and you give all of your guys vulnerable, which is rough to play against. He plays very fast. Kind of want to play a Blade Twirler down. That'll result in me taking a lot of damage here, but I think overall it's going to be better.
Here's our chance.
I want him to play another card before I play a card, but I don't want to pass and then he not play a card. So that's what I'm considering right now. I do want to get Yasuo down this round. So I can play this,
I never
but that takes out an extra stun that I might have been able to use later.
Your legend will never be
Might have actually just been better to play infinity of those.
Captain's orders. Bullet to the face.
underestimated. I dare you.
The ground shudders. The beasts come.
I want this guy down before I do a stun, because I want to win next round, but it is going to result in this happening.
Close.
We can double stun here.
Here's
That'll give us our level up as well.
now who's got the upper hand?
So Azir for defense can use Azir's Arise and make tiny blockers, which won't really matter.
No cure.
He also can do, I think, Rites of Domination is what it's called, where he gives everything -2 attack. And he doesn't have enough life to survive.
I dare
I don't think he has
Things never die.
anything else. Rite of Dominance.
I will
If he had more defensive options, then we would have had to consider whether we wanted to open attack or not, but losing 4 attack is still going to be safe there. I'm going to take Voidlead Channel on Yasuo and maybe try to get regeneration. Yone with regeneration is cool. Blade Twirler, man, I'm never going to be able to say that, is still considerable.
Welcome to the League of Draven.
So for this first round, we're just going to be defensive. Because of the Rockfall path, we're going to lose something when we play it. And obviously we can't win this round, we don't have anything. Playing this gives us an extra stun. We got regeneration on Yone, so it'll be fine to use him. Just plop him down. Okay, I expected him to play an extra card, but he didn't. And again, anything we play right now is just gonna die to this Rockfall path. So I think
Crew.
the best case scenario here is just
Shoot the wings off a built wasp.
flood some
I never.
Crackshot Corsairs.
follow the wind. Watch your back.
We have 2 Yasuos, so I'm not super worried about losing one of them. These are both dead next round anyway, so there's no reason not to attack with them.
Now we're cooking.
It's killing time.
Next round, our goal is to get a Blade Twirler down and then also Yone.
I will follow this path until the end. Even I have good days. My kind of lesson. Anything for the right coin. Big blade for a little warrior. Even I have good days. Curse you. Brother, what have you become? If I told you, would you listen? I do all right. Draven out?
This should be 27 damage, that's not enough to win. Misfortune has Scout, so we'll play her down.
Come on!
We don't have enough to remove him. He might not block though. Oh, attacking was the stun, I guess, from the Windswept Pillow. That was fortunate.
That's how we do things in Bilgewater.
Okay, next we're going into Kai'Sa with Spell Shield. Kai'Sa scares me kind of generally. It can probably kill you by turn 3. So normally I attack her with Aurelion Soul. Given that she has unlimited Spell Shield in this instance, I would probably suggest it for people who aren't also just randomly afraid of her. So when you're playing a soul, you want to look for things that create cards. That's really important to get started earlier. Calculated Creations creates a card, also draws a champion. Reckoner's Mark is probably fairly safe.
Are you the hunter or the prey?
What you're trying to avoid is getting into a situation where Kai'Sa gets deathless. If that happens, it's going to be a bad time. Victor creates cards, so we'll keep him around. Starry Scamp is the worst card in the deck. Maybe Wounded White Flame. One of those 2 cards are the worst card in the deck. We get this free Behold the Infinite from Spellweaver Symphony. We would like to take something that we could actually play. That's not an option here. We can drop Wounded White Flame. Like I said, he's the other worst card in the deck. This Viego will cost 0 after we play Victor. But I didn't have enough to play Victor, so that was stupid.
I will do what I can.
Alright, now I can play Victor.
Embrace a new vision of progress.
And the Viego will come leveled up.
Analyzing a problem.
Submission or death for all who leave.
Gonna open attack because we have scout. He should play Kai'Sa this round.
Here is where we make our stand. I know what they are. I know how to destroy them.
We can't immediately remove it. Gravitum's not gonna do anything. I'm not sure why I picked it. I think I momentarily lapsed and forgot that everything is spell shield.
I'm the forger of stars.
This guy's descend also won't do anything.
Anyone for some stardust?
Yeah, and Kai'Sa no longer has mana for any sort of response. I apparently don't have the attack tech though, because I messed up somewhere in there.
Now they'll pay attention. I am the path she walks. Another brilliant design.
I think I attacked with 2 creatures instead of just the one. Which is stupid, but it's fine.
No matter if they live or die, they will all serve.
My, how they stare. Matter. Give.
Surrender to me.
Ah, yes. Perfection.
Going into Zed Katarina with everything having scout, that's very scary. This might be one of the hardest challenges this month. We're gonna use Veigar, who I think will be strong enough where we just don't have to worry about anything, but the start might be a little tricky. Gonna take Formless Blade. We might need to get a little extra damage. Pokey Stick with Health Potion probably isn't bad, but I think what I want is a champion. I did not get one. Pokey Stick starting in my hand is also not something I feel bad about.
Ready for trouble?
This adventure also has power overwhelming on the opponent, so they're going to grow big. It's going to be really important to make sure that they never have a board.
Explosive pride.
Use the darkness on that so the Katarina doesn't boost it, and then we immediately remove Katarina.
I'm not done.
I'm actually more worried about the Zed than Katarina because Zed with Scout is going to be pretty tricky. The goal here was to attack with that to increase the power of darkness, but stun stops that. I think it might still be worth removing this here. If it's going to grow bigger next round, if we leave it up and if Katarina is the first thing played, it's gonna grow even bigger. Or if they play Katarina right there.
Where's my axe?
Give me your malice, creatures of doom!
We can't straight remove Katarina right now because of the power overwhelming.
Reporting in?
Even if we block here, the darkness isn't going to be big enough. And she's going to get to attack again. But I think the plan is still we block.
Violence solves everything.
And remove that. Now if Katarina attacks, it's a lot less scary. I assume that's what's going to happen. I'm going to take another 4 damage here. But at least it's not boosting anything else. I could play a Dark Bolt Acolyte. I don't know if that's correct.
Bring me your darkness, my savage comrade!
It's just an
But we do have a blocker if we do that. I'm not sure why she didn't attack. I don't mind spending 2 darknesses to remove her. I also free up blockers so we get this free scout attack.
let the bloodshed be.
Because everything has scouts, so they're always going to be free scout attacks. But it does give us the extra darkness damage. And when we play Veigar, we'll get one of the darknesses back. I don't know if that's a free darkness or not. Yeah, it's not.
Brother's friend! I totally understood that.
This might hurt.
Mine's the wonder! Yes!
No going.
But Veigar's leveled now. And we have 2 darknesses. We also hit the Chematech duplicator. So we can just target the Nexus and win the game. Alright, I don't know if any of these have any value here. Take regen. Cheaper cost Pokestick is good. I also considered removing a card to make it more likely to draw into Veigar. We're gonna keep only 1 Wizened Wizard. We do want the mana, but we don't want our hand clogged. So the thing I'm most worried about here is Zed.
I am the blade in the darkness.
And my assumption is that he'll have 2 of them.
Into darkness.
Ribbon Dancer is also kind of rough. Ribbon Dancer isn't strong on its own, but it usually lets Zed get a hit in, which lets Zed's power to attack the enemy Nexus go off, and that's bad for you. We're just waiting for the worst thing to happen. So he didn't play Zed, which is what I was most afraid of. We can remove that guy and remove the Shadow Assassin. We'll take the hit from Silent Shadows here, but it'll also kill itself, so it won't take the extra damage at the end of the round. Playing the Wizened Wizard will give us the mana to play Veigar.
The spell here, death there. Lord Veigar, the magic awaits your dark tower.
The world will tremble at my
And so, like I said, if you don't remove these guys here, and you take the damage, let's say he drops Zed, Zed levels up for hitting you, or you just take like 6 extra damage. It wouldn't level up on the first hit. I'm not sure why I didn't attack. I guess I'm just not worried about it. I might have thought that because he attacked it wasn't my turn. But now that we have Veigar out, we're in Chemtech Duplicator. Pretty much nothing worries us anymore.
My friends, let us revel.
So you don't want to kill things until you have to, and especially for cases like Dawn and Dusk. Waiting to remove it from the board means that you just totally negate a spell, which is amazing. He has basically nothing in hand.
hour approaches. All in the shoulders. Stop laughing! The darkness consumes.
We would have preferred to save the darkness to just win the game, probably next round, but maybe the round after. But I'm not gonna lose Veigar, obviously.
Sing with the darkness in your heart.
You know not what you do. We'll make them pay.
Quietly. Closing in on the mark. With our crystals combined. Seal the room, score the pages.
And then we can stall forever until we have the ability to just one-shot the Nexus with darkness. Veigar is not a champion where you're trying to win quickly. You just want to get locked down on the game, and as soon as it's in lockdown, you can take your time. It's more important to remove any of the threats that they have versus trying to go for Nexus damage that doesn't win the game. Alright, we're going into another Zed fight. We're bringing Annie. This is small stuff Zed, so everything you play is going to be a 1-1. That's something to pay attention to when you're making your choices, like in these scenarios too. I don't think any champion is going to make the game significantly different, so I'm not worried about it. We do want something on Annie where there's like a duplicate. Annie with a free attack might kill herself. Annie does not want to be alive. With Echoing Spirit, your goal is to draw as many Annies as you can, kill them off, and then play warning shots. So more Annie, more better. But you also don't want Annie to stick to the board, because if Annie sticks to the board, then you can't play more warning shots. So this is kind of the ideal scenario. We attacked, he blocked. Better if he had more hit points so that Annie died, but that's fine too.
Spin it round, throw it down. You missed a step.
We'll block here with Annie to kill her. Play another Annie.
Let's go make some more friends.
And that's the goal. And we're gonna do that again on Zed. Spirit Stone with mana deposit comes kind of close to making a duplicate. It's not quite as good. Getting rid of everything, we only want to see Annie.
I am the blade in the darkness.
So until we get our win condition, our goal is just to lock down Zed.
Spin it round, throw it down.
We have Aurelia who can capture Zed. I don't know if that's exactly the right move versus playing like Mana Soul Student to just start doing burn. And that's pretty good for us, it's just a wasted turn. I could use that now, but I kind of want to keep the spell mana in case I need it.
All in the shoulders. Let's dance.
Whoa.
We got an Annie, which is great.
His name is Chipper, and he's not just a doll.
An apt pupil.
My life for the Order.
Gonna use the warning shots. Hand was too full, so we didn't get the Spirit Stone effect. That's sad. We'll drop Aurelia to eat the Zed.
Not to forget, but to remember. Night falls.
And we will take an extra 2 damage, or I guess 4 damage there. I think it's probably fine to open attack here. Should take 8 damage.
That's so cool. Shadow. The Order rewards.
And then we have Defiant Dance. It's only Blade Dance 1, but 1 damage is all we need. We also had Flawless Duet to do more Blade Dance.
Did you like that, Tibbers? Wasn't it fun?
We're going into another Kai'Sa fight. Again, I'm super afraid of Kai'Sa. So, it does say it's a 2-star challenge. The modifiers aren't strong at all. Poppy is a weak champion, so we're never worried about Poppy. And still, I'm gonna use Basil. I've been burned by Kai'Sa too many times. This brittle steel creates a card, so we'll take that. We would like something better, but I mean, we don't want to burn all of our rerolls. Oftentimes it's better to take what's guaranteed versus hoping for something better to come up. I don't know that Quick Strike Blade A Soul is like the call, but
You want me? Well,
he's not gonna lose, so it should be fine. This fight should be significantly easier than the last Kai'Sa fight, and the last Kai'Sa fight was literally no problem at all. We're gonna drop Star Shaping because we can play all the other cards. That's a free messenger withdraw, so we'll take that. We did not pull a soul, so we're hoping to draw into him. All of these are overcosted for us. We can't play them yet. Written in the Stars, I feel like we kind of have to take at this point. Rhyme Tusk Shaman is gonna cost more than Ashes in future rounds. Also, I think we can just play Ash for free here after we use this created card. We can take Cythria. I'll probably never play it, but you know, in case we do.
all the world on one arrow.
My aim is true.
I think this is just a win.
A new Freljord will rise.
Our riff is great.
Are you the hunter or the prey?
Alright, we got a soul, we got Behold the Infinite, we're going in pretty strong. We might even play the Solari Priestess. I'll take Falling Comet. We can't play right now, but having the ability to obliterate Kai'Sa or something that can make Kai'Sa stronger is important. We can make a corrupted form. I don't know. If we pull like a 0 cost, we'll do that. So Annie's gonna cost 1, unfortunately. She should be 0 after we play this though.
Come out, wherever you are.
And we can't quite play the corrupted form. That'd be nice though.
You wanna play?
Take the children to safety now.
I don't know what Kai'Sa's gonna do next round. She doesn't have enough mana to play herself. Starry Scamp costs 0, so we're just using it to pass the turn. We want him to play out cards so that when we drop a soul, it has the maximum amount of damage.
Your favorite star. The constellations bow to me. Admire me.
The next fight is another Ezreal fight, so we're going to go into it with Leblanc. It also has a Trendemir power, so we're going to need to kill everything twice. That's fine. We use LeBlanc with double Stalker's Blade, kind of specifically to deal with situations like that. Detective Swap Bot shouldn't be an issue because we won't have anything with really high stats anyway. Yeah. That is the wrong click. Senna has mana, so we'll probably take it, although Solari Sentinel is really easy to remove. You also have this Withering Mist, which will... I don't know. It's kind of overthinking to even care about what we're picking here. We wouldn't mind picking up something like Spell Shield, but Scout is also pretty good.
Quest accepted. Wait, where are we going?
If we play the Thrasher, he'll just die. No point in doing it. So we're going to drop this Drummer. We could wait until after he uses Static Shock.
Show them the might of Noxus. See? This is progress.
And I immediately forgot he had Trandemir power. So we did nothing there and we took damage for no reason. Not my best.
The best lies are beautiful.
Remake. Watch and learn.
You can't block this. Fine. I actually should have used that on the other one to heal it. We're gonna open attack here. Fair likelihood that we get stunned. Yeah. Since I knew that we were probably gonna get stunned, it would have been a bad idea to wait to use Sharpened Resolve on one of these on our next attack.
I am everywhere. I am everyone.
And I keep forgetting about Trandemir's power. That's fine. Like I said, Swap Bot is not something we're worried about. He's not significantly stronger than he would have been if he just played himself at a 4-3.
A perfect puppet.
Does make our LeBlanc a little bit weaker, so we don't get infinite mirror images quite as quickly.
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
I'm gonna do this to break Spell Shield.
They don't know what they're up against.
Seeing double. Good. My move.
Attack with Scout, we're gonna lose that Ephemeral LeBlanc. But it wasn't gonna do that much anyway, so it's fine. We could mirror image here, or we can save it for whatever they play defensively next round. Since we're not going to win this round anyway, I feel like saving it is just a better option. We want to get rid of him just immediately.
Perfect puppet.
Now that he's leveled, he's very scary.
You see?
I don't know if this is super smart. We're not losing here. And these, if he has another ping, could kill Leblanc.
Huh. Guess I'm the big guns now.
Now that it only costs us 1 to do it from the darkness, that's fine. I don't mind taking the damage. We have 12 healing from Withering Mist if we need it.
Surprised to see me. Good. My move.
Darkness and light.
It was inevitable.
That was kind of grindy, but I never really felt unsafe. This one is Ezreal again with Evolution though, which I think might be a little bit more difficult. Although we only have to kill him once instead of twice. Fortunately, I forgot that that was a thing I had to do the entire time last game anyway. That seems like we can't lose the game ever.
Quest accepted. Wait, where are we going?
We're gonna summon a lot of LeBlancs. All those LeBlancs will heal us.
Don't blink or you miss me. No sweat.
I'm fine losing the Spider Lane to kill Ezreal.
No way.
I'm gonna pass, he might attack here.
Do I do? What don't I do? Remake.
Can't do anything about that.
I hate having
Fortunately, LeBlanc is everywhere, and is everyone.
what a treat.
Obstacle.
If you don't use your combat trick ahead of time, the AI is too stupid and doesn't realize that you're going to do it later.
Give me a weapon, I'll give it firepower. Locked and loaded.
So use Sharpened Resolve to save LeBlanc, but we don't get to block as a result of that. And we're going to play Swain down.
Noxus rise.
By which hand? The man's or the
Swain has Scout, and as soon as Swain starts connecting, it's going to be pretty good for us. I need to level LeBlanc so that we can start making copies. It's locked me down pretty well so far.
I keep step with the heartbeat of Noxus. Remember why we fight.
Getting rid of the Funsmith is more important to me than keeping Swain alive. We did expect that he was going to do something like that, which is why we gave him quick attack and had the sharpened resolve.
How can I help?
Sometimes they just have more than you can deal with.
Classic misdirection. It's time.
Don't worry, I've read all about this.
What can I say? I'm an adaptable guy.
And now we're just going to use mirror images forever until he doesn't have anything left in his hand.
A perfect puppet.
We want 2 targets when we do this, so that both Stalker's blades can go off. That's sad.
I have my orders.
Flee with 2 E's.
I don't want to take damage, not because it matters, but pride, I guess. That's the 3rd Rocket Barrage, so we should be safe to play LeBlanc down again in the future.
Broke my hand, so I got a new one.
The best lies are beautiful.
He still has full life.
Classic misdirection. Smoke and mirrors.
I don't like just throwing a mirror image on nothing, but he has very few cards in his hands, he wasn't playing anything, and we still have his entire Nexus health to get through.
It's not exactly big, but it is exactly awesome.
I brought my books. Hope that's all right.
A perfect puppet.
He no longer has cards. That should be a win for us. Don't have to play around anything.
A little adjustment for a lot of pow.
So this round we're going to use Challenger on Funsmith. Won't actually matter because the Ephemeral LeBlanc will come out and kill it. crazy how we can just have infinite cards.
For the garden.
Alright, number 40. We're going up against... Oh, we still have another thing. That took so long. It should be quicker.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
We could have used Sharpened Resolve to save the Spider Lane and blocked. That would have been fine. This way we do get rid of Misfortune, which isn't necessarily required, because we're going to play LeBlanc anyway and it would have killed Misfortune.
No
But this way we can try to bait out the second one,
Places to go.
and then do this, and kill both of them when we play LeBlanc. So we've gotten rid of 2 Misfortune instead of 1 Misfortune.
What a treat.
He's going to block obviously, but we still get damage in, which levels up LeBlanc.
Blooms once more.
You gotta leave the Vayne to see the ocean.
Classic misdirection. Success gets noticed around here.
Again, we just wait for him to play 2 cards, so that we get the effect of both Stalker's Blades.
Son of a...
If he plays another unit, we'll challenge it with the Thrashing and Snapper. Otherwise,
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
we have 5 Sigils of Malice, so we're not worried about letting anything stick to the board. Even if he challenges something, it's really not going to be relevant.
Seeing double.
Mirror image to clean it up. So next round we'll open with this mirror image. Depending on what he plays, I guess she, because it's Misfortune. Depending on what she plays, we'll determine what we do next.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge.
So we can throw a couple, throw a couple Sigils of Malice.
Nothing personal.
If we had attacked, it would have died anyway, but this way we get an extra 7 damage from making an extra LeBlanc. We can use the Demolitionist here on the Ephemeral. It's going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter, and it's losing any hit points. And then we take this nice swing for exactly lethal. And I mean, we had 8 more damage in hand anyway.
One step.
And that is challenges 30 to 40. I don't feel like anything was particularly tough or worrisome, which is the goal. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.